Warning, I say a lot of bad words. Not your man. Welcome to episode 10 of Main Event Reviews. I bought the DVD of this show off Amazon for like $10. This event happened in Rome, Georgia in 2005. Vince Russo only did 2 of these shows. This is the second one. The first one, they had James Mitchell playing as a devil character, but now they got Paul Bearer doing it.
Tonight, the degradation of society will continue. You will glorify me, maybe not by name, but by your everyday actions. The forum will become your living hell. Wives will turn on husbands, brothers will turn on brothers, parents will turn on children. Just remember, you have been forewarned. So now, sit back and enjoy.
The commentator for this show is Scott Hudson. The microphone he got in his hand is the same one he used to commentate the matches also. Who thought that was even a good idea to do that?
Goldilocks is standing by with Rodney Mack and Jazz. Goldie?
I'm here with Rodney Mack and Jazz, first timers to the Ring of Glory. I gotta say, you two, after my first experience here, it was just wonderful, and I know that you'll have the same after.
Most definitely. Thank you for having us.
That's right. You know, it was a long trip to get here, but I know it'll be worthwhile. Because here, at the Ring of Glory, it's one of the most prestigious events ever to take place.
Well, Rodney, your reputation certainly precedes you, my friend. And you, little girl, yeah, it's taken you a long time to get here, hasn't it? Why has it taken you a long time to get here? Maybe because you do the things the right way. Maybe you should try things my way, and that's the wrong way, girl.
Hey, man, that's my wife you're talking to.
I got this, baby. I got this. How in the world are you gonna come and approach me and my husband like this, talking about how long it took us to get to the top? Yeah, it may have taken us a little while, but that's how you do things the right way, and we did things the right way. Right. So what you need to do is get your little devilish behind up out of here and scoot up out of our face.
That's right.
First match of the night, Bull Buchanan versus Rodney Mack. Those boots he got on look so bad. I only know this guy because of Right to Censor. The only time I ever seen Rodney Mack was when he was with Teddy Long. Besides that, I didn't see any of his matches. Power slam by Buchanan, and then he does a backbreaker for only a 2 count. Buchanan does a boring rest hold in the middle of the ring. When I was taking notes for this, I was trying so hard to pay attention. Rodney Mack fights back, and he does a weird looking sunset flip. Rodney makes a comeback, and he hits an Oklahoma slam to Buchanan. He tried to do another slam, but Buchanan gets out of it, and then Jazz does a heel turn on Rodney. Oh my God, what a swerve that was.
Gonna take the big man. Oh, straight up. Oh, Mack put in. No second. What? Oh! Across what did Jazz? That's the 3 count. What did Jazz just do? Did we just see what I think we saw?
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, Bull Buchanan!
That match right there was so slow and boring. Afterwards, Paul Bearer comes out again.
Why? Why, Rodney? Why? She is sick and tired of doing things the right way and never receiving any rewards from it. Now she will do things my way and she can have anything that she wants. Let's go.
God damn, Percy done stole Rodney Mack's wife. That shit crazy.
I'm here with the 4 participants of the main event, the Stairway to Heaven match. This is Saul Renaro. This is CJ Summers, Air Paris, and Jimmy Rave. Tonight, whoever captures the Sword of the Spirit captures the Covenant trophy. Guys, I haven't been in the business that long, but I've been doing this long enough to know. Don't take this the wrong way, but guys like you with your experience level and your age, this opportunity doesn't always come around like this. And tonight, you are center stage. This is your time, and a lot is on the line because you don't always know when it's going to come around again. What's your story?
In 2001, I thought I'd achieved everything I wanted to. You know, I got signed with WCW, and I was just on top of the world. You know, I started wrestling when I was 14, and I was always told, you know, you're too small. I know these other guys have been told that too, but I mean, that's just the way it is for small guys. And it's just, when you grow up watching wrestling, that's all you ever want to do. It doesn't matter how tall you are. It doesn't matter how much you weigh. It doesn't matter how much you can bench press. It's just, you know, how much you want it. And so when I lost my contract, it broke my heart, and I just lost all passion for the business. But to get a call to be on this show, and especially to wrestle with these guys, you know, it's just a huge honor. And, you know, I'm trying to pick the ball back up that I dropped, you know.
Jimmy?
Well, unlike Eric Paris, I never had that opportunity to go to WCW or WWE, and never got the chance to make it big, you know, like get that big break. And I feel like, you know, I've been wrestling since I was 16. I'm 23 now. I've got a family. I travel a lot, long distances, just to get my name out there. And I feel like tonight is my opportunity to show people why I should be in that main spot.
That's good.
You know, at 14 years old, my mom kicked me out of my house. And I told her, you know what, that's fine, because I'm going to grow up to be a wrestler. She looked at me and laughed. 16 years old, I entered wrestling school, and everybody looked at me and laughed. There's no way you're going to be a wrestler, you're too small. Well, I'm 23 years old now. I've gone up and down the roads of this country, trying to make a name for myself. And tonight's my chance to point the finger back at all of them. Say, ha, I made it. I'm a wrestler.
Oh, you obviously got a lot of heart. And speaking of some long distances.
Yep, I'm all the way from New Jersey, 15-hour drive, just so I could show up today. And after 10 years of busting my hump, this is my opportunity to showcase my talent and hopefully open up some eyes and get that break that I've been waiting for.
No offense, but I didn't care about what half of those guys said. But anyways, it's time for the second match of the night. This will be a tag team match. Mike Sanders and Eric Watts come out first. I was looking at both of these guys' cage matches, and this is both of their last matches ever.
I can see a lot of these people don't know the true meaning of Christmas. It's Christmas time here. I'm sure a lot of them know the story of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Who from Whoville. But I'm sure a lot of these people don't know the true story of the three wise men. So I brought my good friend, who I have a lot in common with, to let you people in on what the true story of Christmas is all about. I give you Mr. Eric Watts.
See, the way I've heard you people, the small group of people you want to call Christians, have read this little itty bitty book and you believe in it. These three wise men on camels through snow up to here, went to a manger, and there was a present named Jesus. See, you read the wrong book. The book that I read was These Three Wise Men. Mike, me, well, the other guy, he's studying somewhere. We came from all around the world, like Atlanta, to come to here, to where all you people came to worship the wise men. So at this time, I want to show you what Christmas is like. And why don't you guys get up your gifts and come bring them to my feet, because that's what Christmas is about.
Yeah, adoring us. You just heard the true Christmas story. That's what Christmas is all about.
D'Lo Brown comes out by himself. He doesn't have a partner yet.
So you guys want to come out here and you want to talk about the true meaning of Christmas. You want to talk about what the world gives to you. You see, all you do is take and take and take. See, now hold on. We're gonna kill the wrestling promo off here, and I'm gonna shoot from the heart. You see, it's that same shallow mind thinking that cost me so much in my life. It cost me a divorce. That's right. It cost me the ability to see my little girl on a nightly basis because I thought the sun rose and set on me. I thought it was all about me. You see, I thought it was all about me. Until one day I woke up and I saw I had nothing. Everything I worked for, everything I thought I worked for, I had nothing. And then I realized I didn't work for it. Someone above gave it to me. Someone above gave me the ability to go work for it. So I went back and I begged my wife to take me back. And I begged to see my little girl. And because of the grace of God, I got the opportunity to see my little girl every night, and I'm the proudest papa you ever want to see. But you know what? I had a friend of mine who was just like that. I had a friend of mine, he lost everything. And as a matter of fact, he lost every single night. Every time he stepped into this ring, he got beat 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he did so. But you know what? He came around. He found he could become part of the fraternity, part of the brotherhood. He found he can find the greater power. So right now, I'm gonna introduce you to an associate of mine.
You could have picked anybody to be your tag team partner and you picked Disco Inferno. You gotta be kidding me.
You know what, Watson Sanders? I used to be just like you guys. When I was at Disco Inferno, I thought it was all about me. All I cared about was put my outfit on, coming out here, and asking everybody if they want to see the Disco Inferno dance. Well, that cost me about every single match I ever wrestled because I was never focused. Every money I ever made in this business, I spent it. The bottom line is, Sanders and Watts, is we don't do this to entertain ourselves. Amen. We do this to entertain these people. Because when it comes down to it, there is no difference between them and us. Oh, there's definitely no difference between that scum of yours and this scum. You all are all the same, and they came to watch us.
It felt like they was talking forever. Russo put this TNA-ass match on his card. D-Lo did a clothesline to Watts, and then Watts did like a weird-looking Rikishi cell. The clothesline didn't even connect. Sanders does a penalty kick to D-Lo. D-Lo tried to do a moonsault, but he missed, and then Sanders hit him with a calf kick. D-Lo fights back, and he does a double clothesline to Eric Watts and Mike Sanders. D-Lo tried to tag in Disco, but then he gets off the apron. Wow, 2 swerves in a row. God damn it, D-Lo.
Gilberti. Oh, and watch. Oh, facebuster. Neckbreaker from Sanders. Unbelievable double team, but what happened with Gilberti?
Disco gets tagged in, and he does his dancing elbow drop for the win.
He hasn't learned anything. Oh, give me a break. Oh, the YMCA, the most disgusting move in sports entertainment. The Village People's elbow, ridiculous. Oh, Gilberti. Oh, that's horrible.
This whole thing felt like a fucking waste of time. Percy came out once again, but this time he got Jazz with him.
Is everybody having a good time? Isn't it exactly what I told you it would be? Where's whoa. I brought my own ring announcer. We don't need you. I tell you. I said go. Isn't everything I told you is going to be and more? Well, there's a lot more to come, my dear friends. Let me introduce to you the Tower, Mark Jindrak.
This is my first time ever seeing Mark Jindrak bald. Every other time I see him with hair, Mark gets in and he starts acting like a bully.
No.
It's on me. It's not on you.
You don't want to go there, Mark. You don't want to go there. No, it's not okay. You don't want to go here.
That's my job. Listen.
You don't want to do this.
Come on, Percy.
We don't want to go here.
These are good. Good night, that's Matt Hyson. Matt Hyson. Oh! All 140 pounds of Hyson just took down the tower. Look at Hyson go.
I don't know what's going on, but now it's time for the third match of the night. Mark Jindrak versus Spike Dudley. Mark does a one-handed stalling suplex to Spike. Mark locks in a bear hug on Spike. Spike breaks out of the bear hug, but then Mark just throws him up in the air. Mark tries to pick him up again, but then Spike rolls him up for the win.
His claws deep in his brain. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at Spike. Spike, roll through. Can he hang on? 2 and 3. He got it. The tower went down to Spike, but Jindrak.
Nothing really happened in that match. Mark is still pissed off, so he brings out a table. He tried to powerbomb Spike Dudley through the table.
Oh no! Oh, Spike! Spike! Oh no! No! Oh no! We're gonna need some medical attention. Jindrak just dropped Spike over 10 feet through the table to a concrete floor.
This show right here makes me want to be a booker.
Hey everybody, I'm here with three of the best. Just forget it. What? Stop chewing in my ear. Say something.
Say something. Whoa. What is?
D'Lo Brown thought the right way was his way. Well, it shows you what happened when you do things D'Lo Brown's way. Going around and shake everybody's hand. Hey, how you doing there, neighbor? How you doing? You know, like kissing babies. Hey, let me get that. Little kid drooling on little self. Sometimes the right way doesn't work. You got to do things differently. You got to keep yourself reinvented. You got to change.
Disco, you reinvent yourself quite often. That's why you stay on top of the game, buddy.
That's right. That's right. That's why I am staying alive.
That's why you're on the poster.
That's why I got on the poster. That's right.
Just like us.
No, we're not on the poster.
I wasn't on the poster
either. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Guys, you know what'll happen now? But you know what'll happen now?
I don't care what happens. I'm not on the poster.
But you'll be on the next poster because D'Lo Brown ain't going to be on the poster anymore.
No, he's roadkill.
See? You can't tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man. No time to talk. Music like, you know what? I think this song deserves to be in front of my fans, my audience. I'm going to go outside and sing this song in front of my fans.
Go on. Oh, he's horrible. That's absolutely horrible.
At least it's in front of 1 or 2 people.
How do you mean to reinvent your thing? Reinvent yourself.
Yeah, let's talk about the poster. Is that the early?
Jason Sensation is in the ring now.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jason Sensation. And I'm here, thank you, I'm here for a very special ceremony to honor one of the most gifted athletes to ever come out of the state of Georgia, both inside and outside the ring. Not to mention, one of the most kindest-hearted human beings I've ever met. Ladies and gentlemen, please join together with me in welcoming the living legendary Ron Simmons!
Ron Simmons look like he about to be in a family sitcom. I don't know why they giving Ron the award during this show, but I like Ron, so I don't care.
Ron, it's a pleasure to be standing right here in the ring with you, sir. And your list of accolades goes on. I couldn't even remember it. I had to write some of it down. You were Coach Bob Bowen's first All-American out of the Florida State. He went on to become a Heisman Trophy candidate. You had your jersey number 50 retired in the Florida State University Hall of Fame. Not to mention, ladies and gentlemen, you can watch Ron on the New Year's Day at the Orange Bowl Parade as they induct him into the Orange Bowl Hall of Fame. Your list of accolades continue throughout your wrestling career. NWA Florida State Champion, a 5-time World Tag Team Champion, Pro Wrestling Illustrated's most inspirational wrestler, and ladies and gentlemen, the first Black World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion. It's with great pleasure, Ron, that I honor you with this Medal of Honor, with this cup, for your heart, your spirit, and a lifetime of integrity, both inside and outside the ring. Let's hear it for Ron Simmons! Please, Ron, if you can share a few words.
You know, upon me coming here, when I got the call to come in, I really didn't know what to expect, but now I'm really at a loss for words, you know. But I do know this. Every time that whether it's been on the football field, whether it's been inside the wrestling ring or out, that any time that I've been involved in anything where it had involved people, I could have never accomplished it without the involvement of you all. Thank you very much. You know, I've done a lot of things, I've accomplished a lot of things in my life, in which I'm very proud of. But I think the most that I'm most proudest of is that once I do, whether it be in sports or in professional wrestling, once I'm out of that ring, and if I'm any inspiration at all, children, grown-ups, or anyone, that's what carries the weight with me, and that's what makes you great, and that's what a champion is all about. And I cannot think of a better cause than to be here tonight, not just sharing in all the great wrestlers and that you'll see here tonight, throughout the night, but here to make this honor not only to ourselves, but to praise God for being able to be here tonight. And in just closing out, I'd like to say this. I love those guys back there, and they know who they are, right? Even in football, I had a lot of guys that steal a lot of moves I made. And in professional wrestling, I've had a lot of guys that steal a lot of moves that I invented, right? But there's one thing that I think that they can't take away from me because of my distinctness and my voice. I always like to coin a phrase that I had, and I think this will sum this up best, and maybe some of you all can help me say it. I'll be back. No one can ever take that away from me. And I want to say thank you all very much and enjoy the rest of the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ron Simmons! But Ron, just one thing. There is someone though that can imitate your voice. Yeah, there's somebody that can do your voice. That's me. I can imitate your voice. Yeah.
I'm a two-time All-American from the Florida State. I was the first black WCW champion.
Hey, I know what you're gonna say, Ron. I know what you're gonna say. You don't have to say it. I'll say it for you.
Well, I'll be damned.
No offense, sir. No offense, sir. Imitation is the greatest flattery. I'm honored to be here with you, sir. Thank you so much, okay? Thank you, Ron. Let's hear it for Ron Simmons, ladies and gentlemen.
Ron gets out the ring, and then Disco gets in the ring. Then he tells Jason to impersonate him next.
It's an honor to be
Let's
here.
do impersonations, huh? Well, everybody here knows that the Disco Inferno is the star of this show. So why don't you humor these people and do an impersonation of the star of the show? And do an impersonation of Disco Inferno. Lay on your back and count to 3.
Hey, what's going on?
You want to see Disco Inferno? I want to see Disco Inferno.
Hey, what's going on here?
I don't know, Jason Sensation. Oh, come on.
You think that's funny? Huh, you little punk? You think that's funny? Huh, you want to do impersonations? Huh? You think that's funny?
Oh.
D'Lo Brown came back in the ring, and he helps Jason Sensation. D'Lo ends up getting jumped by Mike Sanders and Eric Watts again. Ron Simmons came back in the ring, and he helps D'Lo.
Simmons is in the ring. Down goes Watts. He hasn't missed a step. Ron Simmons, the All-American, the Seminole. Oh, and Disco gets one for his trouble.
D'Lo hits a frost splash on Disco.
The 5-star from the top, and D'Lo Brown just, is it 1979 again? Did Disco die all over again? And the All-American and D'Lo, former members of the Nation of Domination, now standing tall here at Ring of Glory.
That was kind of random, but that was a cool, happy little ending though, I guess. It's time for the next match, Kevin Northcutt versus S-Pac.
So, Percy, how is it that you, slayed Samson? This is how you slay Samson.
I didn't hear anything he said during that promo, but hey, here's X-Pac coming out to the ring though. Kevin got on a black t-shirt, and on top of that, the shirt is inside out. X-Pac tried to do a Bronco Buster, but Kevin moved out the way. Kevin took his shirt off, and now he just has a tank top on. Pump handle back suplex by Kevin. Spinning heel kick by X-Pac, and then he does another one right after that one. He finally hits the Bronco Buster and wins the match with an X-Factor.
Might be time to head to the rodeo. Northcutt slowly out of the corner, Waltman sets it. Oh! With the X Factor. And that's it.
The winner of the match, Sean Waltman.
Oh, he is back and better than ever, and he's in Ring of Glory. I don't have to tell you what he's fought through to get back to this point, and he is victorious here.
That match was kind of bad. I blame Kevin.
Sean, you got to watch your back, Sean.
Don't you ever let me down again! Not only do I rule your world, I rule the entire world! You listen what I have to say.
Vince, you came up with the idea for the Sword of the Spirit and the Stairway to Heaven match. I just want to know, where did you get the inspiration or the concept for those?
Well, first of all, Goldie, I want to say, cameraman, zoom in on these Jesus pants. Because, Goldie, anytime you're on a show of mine, you can wear these pants and wear them proudly.
Thank you,
But
Vince.
I just want to say, you know, Goldie, I didn't come up with the concept. I mean, the concept came from a much, much high power than me. I mean, and that's really the truth. And where it came from was, I've been in the wrestling business for a very long time. And I've seen young men, I've seen hundreds of young men with huge hearts and huge drive and love and dedication, you know, for the sport of professional wrestling, never been given an opportunity for all the wrong reasons, for the politics and the backstabbing and everything that goes with mainstream wrestling. And I've got to tell you, after 15 years, it just breaks my heart again and again and again. But tonight with Ring of Glory, we're breaking all the rules. That's what Ring of Glory is about. And tonight, these 4 individuals, are going to get an opportunity to showcase to the world why they belong. Because the reality of it is, in this world, they don't belong because of their hearts. They're too good for what's out there, and I know that. But I also know that tonight, with the glory going to the right person and with their hearts in the right place, that these 4 individuals will make Ring of Glory proud.
I can't wait, Vince.
It's time for the Nacho main event. This is a Stairway to Heaven 4-way match. There's a lot of rules for this match right here. It starts off as a tag team fatal 4-way elimination match. Then when there's only 2 people left, it turns into a singles ladder match. That's like the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. What the hell is CJ wearing? It looks pretty bad. I never seen this Sal guy until now. The only time I ever seen Jimmy Rave was when he was with Lance Archer. Rest in peace to Jimmy Rave. Paris and CJ looking like the Hardy Boys. For this match, Russo joins in on commentary.
The Spirit of the Sword matchup next on Ring of Glory. I'm joined at the broadcast position from Ring of Glory by Vince Russo. Vince, thanks for joining us.
Hey Scott, I'm glad to be here. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody for coming out to Ring of Glory tonight. But I'm sitting out here because this is the one I want to see, Scott. This is the one I've been waiting to watch.
No question about it.
Sal was in the ring first and he did a nice drop kick. CJ gets in the ring and he does a cool head scissors. Paris goes out the breast rope and he hits a leg drop. Sal and Paris team up together and they do a tag team face buster. Snapmare drop kick by CJ Summers. Springboard senton by CJ Summers. Sal tried to do a springboard but Jimmy caught him out the air with a spear. CJ does an outside dive.
Watch out! Oh!
Then right after, Sal does one of his own.
Watch
Here's
Renaro.
Here's Renaro.
Oh!
You can't hold back here, Scott. It's everything on the line. You get hurt, you get hurt.
Jimmy tried to go for a dive, but Paris cut him off. Paris went up to the top rope and did his ugly looking dive.
Paris gonna take it up top. Wait, goes outside.
There is not a care in the world at this age with this talent. They don't know to protect themselves, Scott. This is all out. We are seeing a car wreck here tonight.
Sal did a cool springboard kick to eliminate CJ.
Renaro. Oh, man.
He's done. Summers is done.
That's it.
And then there were 3. And Renaro's on a roll right now, Scott.
CJ drove 15 hours to this show just to go out first. Jimmy Rave does a backbreaker into a lightning spiral, but still only a 2 count. Paris does a burning hammer to Sal. Sal finally gets eliminated by a super kick from Paris.
Nobody home with that one. Oh! Good night, Paris! Whoa! With that City of Lights kick. Wait a minute, Rave rolls up Paris. Renaro's gone. Not quite, but I mean Paris with that City of Lights.
And I think Ray forgot there's no pinfall here now. We're down to the last 2 opponents. If the ladder comes into play, whoever gets a Sword of the Spirit will represent the Ring of Glory.
Why'd they hang up a sword in the air? That's so dangerous. I'd rather see the reverse battle royale than this shit. They got these cheap ass ladders out for this match too. Paris gets back body dropped onto a ladder set up in the corner. Then Paris gets thrown right into the ladder. Jimmy goes to the backstage and gets another ladder. What the fuck's going on?
Now what's this about?
Now Jimmy Rave is heading to the dressing room area. Vince, I'm at a loss here.
Here we go.
Oh, hang on a
Start the
second.
party now.
How many ladders are back there?
Come on, Jimmy.
Jimmy tried to do a powerbomb to Paris, but he gets dropped on the ladder instead. Paris climbs up the ladder and he does a leg drop. This guy reminds me of Matt Hardy. Paris tried to climb up and grab the sword, but he gets pushed off.
I don't know if that ladder is climbable at this point, Scott. I really don't know if it is.
I don't think they care. Paris, Rave. Oh, no. Oh. Paris, unsteady on his feet, unsteady on that ladder, and Rave knocked the ladder out from under him, and that ladder's done. Now Rave sets up his ladder in center ring. Paris is tied up in the ropes from the fall off the ladder from earlier on. Can Paris spring himself free? Rafe. Rafe has got a hold of the sword. Rafe. Jimmy Rafe.
That is it.
Jimmy Rafe controls the sword of the Spirit and has won this incredible matchup at Ring of Glory.
That was the best match of the night, but at the same time, I didn't like it. Percy comes out once again.
Oh, come on.
Don't let these people influence you, son. Don't let him influence you. He lost the match, you won the match, and you done it entirely by yourself. You! All the hours you training and eating properly. You did it all. You. Look at me when I talk to you, son. You can have it all. He can have it all. Right now. Not only do you possess the soul of the Spirit, you have something else that you can possess. You can have the money. You can have the clothes, the houses. You can have it all. Some of these people here, they always dream about it. It's all yours. Right in the palm of your hand. Think about it. I'll tell you what. You have a rough match. I'll give you 20 minutes. 20 minutes to give your spirit to me. What I will tell you, look at me. If you don't give your spirit to me, I will just take it.
Now, as much I've enjoyed myself here tonight, and all of you enjoyed yourselves, I'm sure you still came here for one reason, and that's to see me whoop some butt and take some names, right? But unfortunately, Percy and I have been in the back all night looking for an opponent, and there was no one in the back. So I'm coming out here to see if I see anyone out here in the audience that would like to challenge me tonight in a match. Is there anyone over here on this side? Up there in the bleachers up there, in the stands. What about over here on this side? Oh, snaps, hold up. Is that Trinity I see over there? Now, I know all of you know all about me. I'm Jazz, you know, the female fighting phenom. WWE, former two times women champion. But this is Trinity over here. She's TNA superstar. And I've also heard she's a Hollywood stunt woman. So to me, it seems you gotta be pretty athletic to be a stunt woman, right? So Trinity, I feel that maybe I should offer you the challenge. You think you wanna come up here and challenge me tonight? What do y'all think, ladies and gentlemen? I think I want to see Jazz and Trinity throw down tonight. Come on, Trinity, the people are waiting. Because, I mean, I know you've been in the ring with a lot of stars over there in TNA, but you've never been in a ring with a real woman, a true champion like myself. So now I'm giving you the opportunity to become a real female wrestler. So it's all on you, Trinity. No? Well, do it.
Yes, that's great. There would be no better opportunity, a great honor to get in the ring with you, but unfortunately I came here as a fan to support the Ring of Glory today, and I'm really here as a friend and a fan, and this isn't the right place.
Yeah. To me, it sounds like she's a little chicken over there to me.
Say what you may, but I'm not worried about things that you have
So
to
you
say.
didn't come here tonight.
No, there'll be a better place and time for that. Trust me.
A better place and a better time than now. I just don't see that happening. Now is the perfect opportunity. But hey, I see some girls sitting there next to you.
Yeah, that's Rain.
That's Rain. Is that the student I've been hearing you talk about? So you're woman enough to have students, but you're not woman enough to get in the ring.
Listen, Dad, perhaps there's a better time.
Okay.
Whoa, and hang on a second.
I guess this is a bonus match. Jazz versus Rain. Rain does a bunch of pin attempts, but they don't work. Butterfly suplex by Jazz. Trinity finally comes in to save Rain. I guess now she's in this match. Northern Light suplex by Trinity. Trinity goes up top rope and hits a crossbody. They get right back up and she does a spinning heel kick. Last but not least, Trinity hits a moonsault on Jazz. Then she tags in Rain to pin Jazz.
And Trinity, now Rain, back up on the apron in the corner. Watch Trinity from high atop the Ring of Glory. Oh, and she nailed the moonsault on the former ladies champion. Oh, hang on a second. She had a second. Oh, she's calling in her student. She's calling in her protege. That's it. Rain will get the pinfall.
Why they make this match last? The rest of this video is just them talking. I'm gonna let it play out for y'all though.
Jimmy, in your hands you hold the sword of the Spirit. It's awesome. It represents just something that we all strive for as people. Now that you have this great responsibility, I mean, what are you gonna do with it?
What do you mean, what am I gonna do with it? What would you do, Goldie? I mean, 20 minutes ago, I was just a kid. I didn't have any responsibilities. I didn't have to choose one way or another. And now I fought, and I won this responsibility. I didn't know it was gonna be all this. I didn't know I was gonna have to choose easy or hard, right or wrong. I'm just a kid. I'm 23 years old. What do you want from me? What would you do? You know, most of these people out here, they would take the easy way. But is that right? I don't know. Maybe I'm not ready for this. I don't know.
Stay tuned.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to wrap up Ring of Glory, we've still got one bit of business to tend to, and that is the decision to be made by Jimmy Rave. We heard the offer from Percy Pringle earlier tonight here at Ring of Glory. What will Jimmy Rave's decision be? Will he take that wide path, or will he choose that narrow way? We're about to find out as Jimmy Rave is going to give Percy his decision here at Ring of Glory.
Come on, Jimmy. You know what to do.
I know you made the right decision. You know what's right. This is right. So step in amongst the righteous. The time of revelation is at hand. It's time for you to join me. Follow me. Me. Follow me. It's all about me. Come. Come on, young man. Tonight is time for you to make your decision and grow up. You want to sword of the Spirit. Now it's time to win the war. The world can be yours. Step in the ring of righteousness. Make your decision. Step over here. Don't pay no attention to these people. You pay attention to me! I'm the ruler of the world! All it takes is one little step, and the world can be yours.
Just stay right there, Jimmy. Stay right there. Don't come any farther. It's been a long time since you were kicked out of paradise. When my father kicked you out. Only then, Percy, you were a snake on the ground, and I gotta say, you were a whole lot trimmer back then. But for 33 years, you might have watched me. You may have watched me with a hammer and with a broom, thinking I wasn't going to turn out very well. Let me tell you something, Percy. I may have come by way of a hammer for 33 years, but tonight, I come with fire in my eyes and by the way of the sword. And yeah, Percy. I denied you 3 times. You tried to get me to do a lot of crazy things that my father would never let happen. But I can promise you this. There's not going to be a 4th time. Not tonight. Not tonight, Percy, because I am sick and tired of seeing you deceive my people. You know, it all started back in the garden, Percy. It started with an unsuspecting woman. Hey, let me tell you something. You were good. You were good. And you've gotten a whole lot better, let me tell you. The sad thing about you, Percy, is that you're still up to the same old tricks. You don't have any new ones. I like how I watch you all the time. Take your little piece of fruit. And you love to dangle it in front of everybody. Telling them about the world they can have if they follow you.
like you're trying to convince Jimmy. Telling them about the world they can have. Hey, it's okay, look at me. It's okay to divorce your wife. Don't worry, it's all about your happiness anyway. It's okay to cheat in life. Don't worry, it's all about getting ahead. Oh, you dangle the fruit, Percy. Yes, you do. Go ahead and murder someone. It's okay. You need to get ahead. You've been dangling the fruit long enough, Percy. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of seeing my people suffer because of what you're not telling them. And you haven't told them, have you? You haven't told them. You haven't told them what their decision will take them to when it lies on the other side. Oh no. You haven't told them, have you, Percy? You haven't told them. But I'll tell you this right now, Percy. I'm going to tell them what lies on the other side if they follow you. Eternal separation when they follow you. Eternal pain and eternal suffering. That's what you don't tell them, Percy. That is what you don't tell them. The pain that will follow them. A fire, Percy, that burns so hot they can never, ever get out. No, you don't tell them that, do you, Percy? You promise them the world, and you never can deliver. But not anymore. That's why I've come. I've come so that my people can have a way out. I've come so that my people, I've come so that my people can have a way out. The ones that were created, Percy, in my image. The ones that were created to do great things in this world. The ones that were created not to suffer and not to go through pain, but to have great victory in life. The ones that my father created, Percy. Let me tell you about my father. Maybe you forgot. But he will meet all these people right where they are because they're his. And not just for 50, 60, 70, or 80 years, but when 1,000 years have gone by and they've walked through their life, Percy, if they make the choice to walk with me, they'll be with us forever in a place called heaven. So let me tell you about my father, Percy. He will meet every single person right where they are. Because to the athlete, he's the victor's crown. To the agnostic, he's the mighty God. To the archaeologist, he's the Ancient of Days. To the attorney, he's the faithful and true witness. To the baker, he is the bread of life. To the biologist, he's the source and center of all life. To the chemist, he changed the water into the wine. To the doctor, he is the great physician. To the evolutionist, the heavens and the earth are the works of his hands. To the engineer, he's the straight and the narrow way. To the farmer, he's the Lord and the sower of the harvest. To the geologist, he is the rock of ages. To the historian, he's the Alpha and the Omega. To the investigator, he's a treasure hidden in a field. To the judges of this world, he's the judge of all men. To the kings of our nations, he's King of kings and Lord of lords. To the brick mason, he's a sure and the tried foundation. To the mechanic, he's the restorer of all things. To the photographer, he's the image of the invisible God. To the pastor, he is the head of the church. To the philosopher, he's the wisdom of the ages. To the student, he's the source of all knowledge. To the scientist, he's the undeniable evidence. To the truck driver, oh yeah, he's the wheel in the middle of the wheel. To the urologist, he rolled the stone away. To the veterinarian, he'll make the lion and the lamb lie down together in safety. To the weatherman, he's the early and the latter rains. And to the zoologist, all creation shall give him praise. My people. And that's why, Percy, tonight, it's not going to end with Jimmy. Tonight, it begins. And for you and all your little henchmen over here,
It is the end game! Game now!
Yeah.
Jimmy. Jimmy, I'm asking you. I would never force you. Please come back to this ring if I can talk to you. Jimmy, come back.
Go, Jimmy! Go, Jimmy! Go to the dark side. You go, Jimmy!
Jimmy, come here. Jimmy, do you have any idea what you hold in your hand? Jimmy, I want to say this to you. My father gave you many, many gifts and talents. You're a very talented young man. And you fought hard for that. And in this world called wrestling, many guys go after belts. But what you earned tonight, Jimmy, was something more than a belt. It's the sword of the Spirit. And Jimmy, that sword represents a lot more than a title. It represents a lot more than wrestling. Jimmy, that sword is a lot more than just a piece of metal. It's the spirit that's on the inside of that sword and what it represents, Jimmy. When you carry this sword, and the decision's up to you tonight, I want you to carry it with all the respect and all the honor in the world. Not for what it represents in this wrestling world, but what the spirit on the inside of it represents. It's up to you, Jimmy. In the Bible, Jesus Christ never called people privately. He always called them publicly. And in just a moment, I'm going to give you a chance to respond to the prayer that you prayed. It doesn't matter if there's a lot of people in here. It doesn't matter if your friends are watching. It doesn't matter about any of that. What matters is about your decision. The Bible says, if you announce me before men, I'll announce you before my Father in heaven. If you denounce me before men, I will denounce you before my Father. Won't you stand for Jesus? It's very important. He stood for you. No, let me say that again. He died for you. Nothing is harder than that. So at the sound of my voice, every person in here, if you prayed that prayer, I want you to come stand at the ring right now. As I stand here, these are not a bunch of perfect people. Matter of fact, we're all very imperfect. The one thing that is different is that God can change your life. You come to Him just like you are. And as I stand in this ring right now, I tell you this, that God loves you.
and He has a great plan for your life. All you have to do is live out that prayer. Follow Him with all of your heart. I am so proud of the gals and the guys that come on. It took a lot of guys. I know you've already said this already, but to come in, this is a stage. And they had to come and stand in front of all you guys. And they decided to change your life. I think that is so awesome. I just want to share with you what's on my heart tonight. So if you're out there, either two things have happened. Either you're saved and you've changed your life for Jesus Christ for the rest of your life, or you're still in the process. And that's okay. You have a decision to make. Christians, know this. You are saved. You cannot be unsaved. I love you. And I can say that because Jesus loves me. You are a Christian, and that means you are not perfect. You will mess up. AJ Styles messes up every day. I don't care what you guys think about. Most of these guys go, there's no way AJ Styles. Oh, ask my wife. It's true.
This is Brett Poplar, manager of the Forum Civic Center, where Ring of Glory was presented tonight. This message is for the pastor that might be a little skeptical on bringing a show of this type to their church. I can guarantee you that souls will be saved, decisions will be made as a result of this show. Countless decisions were made tonight, and I would recommend wholeheartedly that you would listen to Vince's heart and bring the show to your church. Thank you.
I'm Catholic. I attend Mass every day, and I never miss a day. And I know where my faith is, and I know where my heart's at, and it's in our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. But if you can go out and you can tell anybody to make that sacrifice or that one step forward, and if your faith is strong and you believe in what you want to do, you can accomplish it. This event here today, it's just not an event. It wasn't just a show. It was that ring that I seen, these athletes, performers, God's children, came together for one goal, and that was to bring us all together in His name.
To me, the magic is to just sit back and just really watch God run the show. And I mean, that's what He does. It's not me. It's not Andrew. If we do anything, we set the table. That's all we do. We tell people He's coming. We tell people He's going to be here. We tell people you're going to have an experience you will never forget. And it's so hard to put into words what people that come to the show, not only the fans but the wrestlers, it's so difficult to make them explain what they're going to experience because people just don't understand it, just like the first time I didn't understand it when Andrew hit me with the concept. But it just happens, you know. I've never seen anything like it. It goes on and on and on and on to see, you know, grown men and grown women just get touched at the very, very core of their heart. That is something that no human being can do. I can't do it. Andrew can't do it. The pastor can't do it. You can't help but to believe in miracles when you experience it, because again, you don't know how it's going to go off. You don't know how it's going to happen, but when it's over, God did it again. And every experience is greater than the last. And you know, as we forge on ahead and continue to develop the show, continue to talk to people about the show, continue to grow the family, you know, the wrestlers on the show, that's the Ring of Glory ministry. It's not about the two of us. It's about every single person that participates on the show. Not only the wrestlers in the ring, the ladies preparing the food, the pastors who come to the show, you know, to be there for the people who become saved. the lighting guys, the sounding guys, everybody who is involved in this, they are all doing it as a gift, and they are all doing it to glorify God's name. And everybody, down to you, Charlie, who's shooting this, it's our ministry, and we're all in this, and we're all in this for one reason, to give back to God. And I mean, even if it's a minuscule, even if it's a grain of salt, even if it's just a crumb, to be able to give him back one night for what he's done in each and every one of our lives is just the greatest experience that I've ever felt or I've ever experienced in my entire life.
God loves you. He's got a great plan for you. And we at Ring of Glory, we believe God's best for your life. God bless you. We'll see you soon. And look for Ring of Glory coming to a town near you. God bless you.
I regret buying and watching this show. Darren, that's crazy. But anyways, if you followed the video, hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you for watching. Nacho Man out.